let's get into the core topic that we have for today's discussion, which is maximizing talent potential through competency assessments. Uh, so, how do competency assessments influence different stages of the employee life cycle, right from onboarding to development? Please walk us through that.
See, yes, you rightly said that this is one single intervention which is playing a very important role all across the employee life cycles, right from onboarding till exit. For example, in onboarding, it helps in identifying the strength of the new hire, the potential that he or she has, and also the initial task that need to be given and also not to be given. Because you know this thing that the initial setbacks or the rejections are very, very detrimental to the career success. So this, if we have done the competency assessment properly and we know the strength of the person, we can assign those tasks wherein he succeeds and therefore becomes productive much faster. Then as employee progresses, the competency assessment helps in pinpointing the what you call skills that he or she needs to build on. So it's a basically overall development, what we call it as an individual development plan. The personalized development plan can be made basis the information that we have gathered through competency assessment. Then it
Great.
does not stop here. When it comes to performance management, competency assessment provides a very, very objective parameters for assessing the performance. Like, you know, all other traditional performance management basically considers only the outcomes, the results. But here, what competency assessment measures is the behaviors as well as the skill that are responsible for producing those results. So it's provide a very, very objective and a very consistent performance management system. Moving forward, I think succession planning and career progression, I already shared with you my experience of Reliance that we have very successfully implemented this. So it helps in not only identifying the hypos, but also to develop them, help them develop. So it helps you because we know the specific competency that need to be developed in a particular person in future. So therefore, we can create those development plan, which are again very, very individualistic. Sometime like what we have observed, like in my this thing, when we were doing this kind of competency assessment in my earlier companies, we found that somehow some people are having a potential or a particular skill for which they were never hired, but they
Mm.
have. So during the assessment, when you come to know about these, you can even reassign the assignments. Like you can reassign them to a different job, different role, so that they can show their true potential. So it's like say, and since we talked about the exit, again in exit also, if we have the data from the competency assessment, and we also had the data with the what you call exit interviews, and if we put together, what you will come to know that people who are exiting, what kind of competencies they are taking away with them, the people who are leaving, and also there are competencies which people who are exiting they were lacking. Now, if we have this kind of information, what we can do is we can tweak our hiring as well as training strategies. So to me, this looks like that this is the one single intervention which plays an important role right from onboarding till exit.